fitness fans, here we are again today with another at-home video workout series for our over 50 and senior crowd. We're going to be doing lower body strength today, volume number 2. That's right, we're going to give you 5 new exercises to do for lower body in the comfort of your own home. Now, a lot of these exercises are going to be done on the ground, so if you're comfortable with doing that, I recommend getting a gym mat, or you can do this on your carpet as well. So we're going to start off with one of our only standing exercises we're going to be doing today, which is a lateral squat. Then I'll show you how to do a donkey kick against the wall, which is going to help with the glutes and the hips, but you can also do it on the ground as well. So let's get right into it. We got 5 exercises for your lower body. Volume number 2, first exercise is lateral squat. Now, we did something similar in our balance video, but you're basically going to start with hips, feet shoulder width apart, and you're going to step to the side laterally, okay? Now, as I step to the side laterally, I'm going to go right into a squat, then come back up, and then just step back in. So you're training your body in a lateral plane of motion, which is always beneficial. You always want to work your body in all planes of motion. That's the way the muscles and the tendons and the ligaments know how to react when you move in these motions. And because they're not a common way to move, they're very weak in these motions. So for example, when you're walking outside and you move to the side to get out of a way of a puddle or ice or something, and you slip and fall because you don't have the strength in that plane of motion. So we always, in all of our workouts, try to incorporate all different planes of motion for all of your joints and muscles, okay? So again, you want to do this lateral step squat, one side for 30 seconds, and then switch to the other side for 30 seconds, making sure that your toes remain forward and straight. Meaning if I step out, I don't want to step out at an angle and do this and put some undue strain on my knee and hips. So each time I step out, I make sure that my toe is straight first before I come down into a squat. Now, you can do this exercise with a chair behind you or a bed behind you to make sure that when you squat, okay, you're taking some stress off your knees, having an object behind you that you can rest your glutes on. If you don't have any knee pain in general, you could probably do this exercise without that support in the back. So again, 30 seconds on each side with that one. Now we're going to go right into exercise number 2, which is our donkey kicks. And this is a great exercise, again, for the glutes, for the hamstrings, for everything posterior on your leg, all right? And we call that the posterior chain, but we're going to just kind of use layman terms in these videos for our normal audience. So we're just going to be working the butt, the hamstrings, and the calves on this. Now, we call it a donkey kick because usually donkeys kick like this. And again, I'm holding onto the wall. My toe is flexed, okay? It's not pointed, it's flexed. We call that dorsal flexion. It works some of these shin muscles as well. So toe is flexed, knee is bent, usually at about 90 degrees, okay? And then I just bring that leg all the way back to this extension right here, squeezing the glute, squeezing the hamstring, squeezing the calf, and then coming forward, right to about here. Sometimes you can stop right here, but when I'm standing, I like to get that knee a little bit more forward and then push that back into that donkey kick again. So squeezing the glute, hamstring, and calf, 30 to 60 seconds on each leg, all right? Now, if you feel comfortable enough doing this exercise on the ground, you totally can do that as well. Make sure that your shoulders are right over top of your hands. You're not leaning back like this and arms extended away from your body. So, toes flexed again, pushing that leg straight up like that. The only thing that you should be careful of, or one major thing you should be careful of when you're doing this, is not to hyperextend your lower back. Don't arch your back when you're doing this. A lot of times I'll see people kind of getting that deep, trying to lift that leg. They're really pushing that pressure on that lower lumbar spine. So keep your core tight and just bring your leg high enough, right to there, get that nice squeeze in your glute, and bring it back down. Again, 30 seconds on each leg, okay? Now, the rest of the exercises are going to be on the ground as well. We're going to show you how to do hamstrings 2 different ways. We got lying hamstring curls, and then we have prone hamstring curls. So, and then we're going to finish up here with fire hydrants. So, or Rover's Revenge, as I like to call them. I'm going to take my shoes off because I'm going to show you guys a way at home, if you have a slick surface like this, how to do hamstring curls laying on your back. Now, if you don't have a slick surface like this, sometimes I recommend those not paper, but plastic plates, those red and blue plastic plates that slide on carpet pretty well if you're doing this on carpet. If you have hardwood floor, just use your socks, all right? So, I'm gonna show you from this angle first. You're gonna lie back, okay? And you're gonna start with your toes flexed towards you. Now, the objective here, again, is to feel this in the back of your legs called the hamstrings. You're also gonna feel it in your calves as well. So my toes are flexed back towards me. My hands are down by my sides. I'm gonna bring my heels in towards my butt, okay? As far in as they can go without pain. And then I'm gonna squeeze the back of my legs and then slowly slide them back out again. All right? So bringing them in, and again, you're gonna do this for 30 to 60 seconds. Bringing it in as far as I can, get that nice squeeze, and then bring it back out. Now, if you wanna make this exercise a little bit harder, okay, you can start in a bridge with your butt up off the floor, slide them in, get that nice squeeze in the back of your legs again, and slide it back out, and keep that bridge, that butt off the floor the whole time. But I always recommend, especially for our senior crowd, that we start with the butt on the ground and just have your toes flexed back towards you and slowly bring them in as far as you can, squeeze the back of the legs, slowly bring them back out. That 2 seconds in, 2 seconds out tempo. And again, you're gonna do this for 30 to 60 seconds, okay? Now, I'll keep my shoes off for the remainder of the session and let this go faster. You're gonna work on prone hamstring curls next. Now, prone just means lying on your stomach. And what you're gonna do here is have your hands, I like to keep them in a T position here. You can also rest them by your sides as well. You're just gonna have, again, that toe flexed, and you're gonna bring that heel towards your butt again. Again, squeezing the back of your hamstring, squeezing that glute. Don't forget to squeeze that glute on this. It's very easy not to activate the glute muscles on this exercise. And then slowly bring it down. Keeping that 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down tempo. We're gonna pause right about here to squeeze the back of the leg and that glute, and then slowly bring it back down. Make sure to keep that toe flexed the whole time. Don't let your foot point, okay? So 30 to 60 seconds each leg on this one, okay? Nice and slow down, nice and slow up. Since a lot of these exercises are done with little to no weight, doing a slower tempo gives you more time under tension. Not only allows more blood flow to the muscle, but gets that deeper burn as well, okay? The last exercise we're gonna do is called a fire hydrant, or I like to call it Rover's Revenge, because dogs like to pee on things. So, and that's what you kind of want to think about when you're doing this exercise, is how dogs pee on things. They lift that leg up and then bring it back down. Again, when you're in this position, make sure that your shoulders stay over top of your hands, okay? So, shoulders over top of the hands. I'm gonna begin with my core nice and tight because I don't wanna arch my back when I do this. Bring your leg out as far as you comfortably can to get that nice squeeze on that glute medius and the side part of your hips, okay? So, bringing the leg out, get that squeeze, and then slowly bring it down, keeping that 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down tempo. All right, and again, you're gonna do this 30 to 60 seconds on each side. It's a great exercise to open up your hips, strengthen the stability of your hips, and get some glute strength in there as well. All right, so there you go, 5 exercises for your lower body strength, volume number 2. Really hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and hope you guys are entertaining yourself with being fit and active at home during this whole thing that's going on right now. Stay tuned for more videos, and remember, be safe, be active, and we'll see you soon.